There are moments in life when our strength feels completely gone. Maybe you've faced a season of deep loss, a relationship breaking apart, or even the quiet exhaustion of trying to hold everything together. It's in those times we often whisper, God, I can't do this anymore. And you know what? That confession is not failure. It's actually the place where God's power begins to show itself most beautifully. Paul, in 2 Corinthians 12-9, recalls the words of Christ. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Those words came after Paul begged God to take away something painful in his life, something he described as a thorn in the flesh. But instead of removing it, God gave him something better, the promise that his grace was enough, even in weakness. I think about that a lot, because weakness is something we all try to hide. We want people to see us as strong, in control, capable. But the truth is, strength that comes from ourselves doesn't last. It runs out. It breaks down under pressure. I remember a season in my own life when I felt completely drained. I had been pushing through on my own willpower, trying to be strong. But one night, in the quiet, I realized my strength wasn't enough. I prayed a very simple prayer. God, I don't have it anymore. Carry me. And slowly I began to see his strength carry me where my own couldn't. Isaiah 40-29:3-1 says, He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. Notice what Isaiah says, everyone grows weary. Even the strongest among us stumble. But those who place their hope in the Lord find a strength that is renewed. Not borrowed strength, not temporary motivation, but a strength that lifts you like an eagle soaring above the storm. And here's the mystery of God's grace. Sometimes he doesn't take away the burden. Sometimes he doesn't calm the storm right away. Instead, he strengthens us to walk through it with him. Think about Psalm 23:4. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. The promise isn't that we won't face valleys, but that we won't face them alone. God's presence with us is the very thing that gives us courage when we feel weakest. Let me ask you, where do you feel weak right now? Maybe it's in your family, maybe in your health, maybe in your faith itself. Whatever it is, weakness doesn't disqualify you. Weakness doesn't make you less in God's eyes. In fact, weakness is the very place where his strength shines brightest. Paul goes on to say in 2 Corinthians 12:10, For when I am weak, then I am strong. That sounds upside down, doesn't it? But that's the truth of the gospel. It was in Christ's death, the ultimate display of human weakness, that God's power of resurrection was revealed. And it's in our daily surrender, our humble confession of, I can't, that his Spirit whispers back, I can. So today, if you feel like your strength is gone, lean on this truth. You don't have to be strong enough. God's grace is sufficient. His power is enough. And his presence is with you, right now, in the middle of whatever you're facing. Take a deep breath, let go of the pressure to carry it all alone, and invite him to be your strength. Because when we come to the end of ourselves, we often discover that's exactly where God has been waiting to begin.